Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization V in our Russian Sunset series. So this is a nice little Civilization 6 preview series that we're doing. We're going to play first in Civilization 5 and then jump into Civilization 6 when Civilization 6 comes out with a game that is identical in its settings. Of course, the map will be different. The random civilizations we're playing against will be different, but the settings otherwise and the main civilization we're playing as will be the same. Just to compare the experiences and see how the games are side by side. So Novgorod needs a construction project. That's the word. Let's go ahead and build a what should I build? I mean, I guess I'll build walls just in case Persia gets any funny ideas. Our global happiness, our civilization happiness, which of course is not a thing in Civilization 6, is up to 16. Despite the fact that we just lost the battle for Notre Dame, which was very annoying to me. We have a settler on the way up to this island here. They're going to be moving for a while. I'm actually going to send some units to protect them just to make sure that they're safe. I've got a scout up in that area that I can use to kind of meet them and make sure that nothing goes wrong. Okay, so someone else actually has more happiness than me, but we're doing pretty darn well. No complaints. These islands to my north just have a ton of city-states, and I feel like those city-states have actually done a pretty good job of keeping the islands pretty clear of barbarians. Maybe the barbarian encampment started out fairly close to the city-states and they were able to eliminate them without the military units going outside of their borders, which they typically don't, or too far outside of their borders anyway. So, yeah, that's a good thing. It is 1410 AD. We're done building that farm as the graphics pop into place. Oh, cool. This incense is now in range. Let's go ahead and improve that tile. I don't really see any barbarians on this continent to worry about. All right, we're going to use our great prophet in St. Petersburg to eliminate the presence of Zoroastrianism there. Awesome. We have 12 followers in town now. Okay, an unmet player has entered the Renaissance era and a spy has been recruited. So we're going to use our spies defensively. City-state turn almost done. It's getting towards the end game. Starting to slow down a little bit. There we go, there's the Renaissance era. So we got there around the same time. Let's go ahead and move. Actually, our biggest city is St. Petersburg, of course, so we're going to move them there as opposed to keeping them in our capital, which would be the obvious first move for most first spies if you're playing defensively. Now, one thing I'm going to do with this Great Prophet's last charge, yep, it's got one charge left, is we're going to go convert Persepolis. We're going to do a little bit more forward religious offense there. Let's also... Okay, good. There's one more ruin that hasn't been discovered yet. I'm building the Sistine Chapel in Moscow, and we're going to build the Opera House in St. Petersburg. We'll do one in Novgorod as well. Again, anything I can do to help build up more culture. And let's go ahead and research astronomy. It's 10 turns away, and that'll let us have caravels, which we're going to have enough money to buy one or maybe even two outright. And then at that point... Okay, no. I'm not going to give you open borders. Or actually, he was offering to give me open borders, but I don't need that. I would rather have more gold. I'm not going to take an open borders deal from you right now, is what I'm saying. He was going to give me 3 gold. He made that offer a while back, and then I rejected it. And then he proceeded to... Okay. Crude map, which outlines the surrounding area. That's not useful to me. Then I rejected it, and he proceeded to offer me the original deal, which is 6 gold for that cotton. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Let's see, a great artist appears. That would be Now let's go for this first. We're going through aesthetics because we want to make sure we continue to generate as much culture as possible. And that is the culture-based civics tree. It is 1430 AD.
Aparantoyan aliliron kito lawan ulon.
Shall we renew this deal and continue our shared prosperity? It's only 5 gold per turn this time. How about you give me 6? Okay, there we go. Okay, good. He accepted that deal. Good man. Work has now begun on a library. In Rostov, I'm guessing. Yes. Cargo ship. Melbourne. Let's just keep them trading there. We're making plenty of money. We'll build a farm there. And let's send these archers down this direction to meet that settler as they arrive, because the settler is pulling up on the shore right now. No barbarians on this island, but we want that salt. So we're going to found a city way up here in the north, because that's not at all appropriate for Russia. They're not used to the cold at all. Mistress Catherine of Russia. Oh, cool. We're Mistress Catherine now. Things just got so much more interesting. All right, let's go ahead and use... okay, so Persepolis is now our religion. Okay, we will send them into other realms. So they got mad at us a little bit there. So we've antagonized them a little bit now, more even than they have antagonized us. Machu Picchu's been built in a faraway land. I didn't really have an opportunity to build Machu Picchu. I didn't have any mountains near me, so congratulations. Okay. Oh. Got an unimproved forest down here, or woodland area. There's our settler. All right, and let's see. Okay, so we're no longer the ally of Milan, but we can fix that pretty easily, because we want that culture back by just giving them 500 gold. Boom. Problem solved. All right. Let's go ahead and build a post in Novgorod, and now we're going to just follow our settler up each turn. Again, there's not really any point. There's no point in escorting them. There's no barbarians around. They're safe. It's totally fine. Pretty soon we're going to have access to the caravel, which is going to let us cross the deep ocean. Now, I do auto-explore with those. But maybe I won't for the purposes of this series, because I actually want to see what I am discovering as I discover it. But normally I do. I mentioned, I think, either in the beginning of this episode or the end of the last one. Yeah, just trade with Vatican City. I mentioned that I don't use auto-explore or auto-build, because I like having control over my units. It's a true thing. Okay, let's see. Yep, just follow those settlers. Nothing really for you to do. Alright, Novgorod. I mean, I guess I'll go for Angkor Wat here. I mean, I don't have any wonders yet, except for the Circus Maximus. But that's not a That's not a unique wonder. Any Civ can build that. Bucharest is just not happy with me. In a few turns, we're going to have access to caravels. I'm really excited about that. Going to get to see the rest of the world here. This is almost like Greenland shaped. I mean, not quite. But I mean, just the broad top end and narrowing down, and it's in the north. It's kind of like this world's version of Greenland. All right, do I want a coastal city? Yes, I do, because I want to be able to connect to the capital. So we'll get that taken care of next turn. Let's go ahead and build a workshop in Rostov. I need to make sure that city's in production focus as well. Make sure they're building stuff as rapidly as possible. New unit from Budapest. What unit would that be? Another knight? Yep, another knight. May purchase with faith. I don't have any religious-based buildings to purchase. So I guess they're just talking about purchasing missionaries. Which is all well and good. But I'll save my faith for now. Alright, let's go ahead and build a plantation on those bananas there. And we'll have that knight hang out. This settler needs to go ahead and found their city. Yaroslavl has been founded. And as I mentioned, we now have to build monuments because we are done getting our free monuments, which is fine. I'll just play as Rome in one of my next Civilization 6 playthroughs after I do the Civilization 6 version of this game, and I'll get free monuments in most of my cities, and it'll be fine. No! Stop asking for open borders. I will not give them to you. Angkor Wat. Okay. Never mind. Angkor Wat's been built in faraway land, so we're going to get a little bit of gold for that, but not much. Yeah, 60 gold. Not much gold at all. Let's go ahead and build a mine on top of that iron. Promote that archer. And now... Man, there is not a lot left for me to do here. I really don't want to... I guess I'll build the Musicians Guild. There's nothing else to build. I mean, I could start building up an army. I do not have a military at this point. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and build a castle in Novgorod, just in case war does break out. No, stop it. Alright, so we're 3 turns away from Sistine Chapel, which is going to give us a nice boost to our culture output. We're at 61 right now per turn. And it looks like astronomy is ours. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to Novgorod. We are going to purchase a caravel for 600 gold. And we're going to build others as we have the opportunity to do. Let's go ahead and look into banking so we can have some additional income built up. And we definitely want to have extra combat strength against naval units so they can defend themselves. We're going to have this composite bowman fortify up in Yaroslavl. And we're going to need to build a harbor there and in Rostov very soon so that these cities can be connected to the capital. Right now they're not. So we don't have any gold benefits from these 2 cities yet. Which is kind of annoying me. Alright. I mentioned I was not going to use Auto Explore, so we're not. We're just going to head out this way. So this is actually the southern part of the map right here. Which doesn't surprise me. And I would imagine this is the northern tip right here. I don't see any ice. But we're starting to see tundra. Just the same way there's a little bit of tundra here. So we're no longer allies with Melbourne, huh? That's annoying. Yeah, our happiness dropped as a result of that. There we go. So now we're up to... Oh, it's actually not a huge boost. Not a huge boost, game. Not a fan. So we're just going to go straight that way. See what we discover. Moscow. Yeah, you need an opera house. That's fine. I mean, we're still getting 66 culture per turn, which is nice. I'm looking forward to having the civics tree in Civilization 6 so I can constantly be fiddling with my civics policies as opposed to just picking them and having them be fixed for all time. These additional strategic resources, like stone and iron, and this iron here, those are all helping with Moscow's production. Which is so nice. Okay. Might be the beginning of another landmass there. We'll see how that goes. Let's build another caravel. And another one. Let's have 3 exploring the world. We want to find these other civilizations. Darius has entered the Renaissance era, so we are ahead of Darius again. Rostov is almost done with their workshop, so production is going to speed up there. Milan is under attack. Okay, so our promise to not to expand our borders near Persia has been fulfilled. So we can do it again if we want. Is the way I interpret that, but we don't have access to any more tiles. Kizil! Has anyone else met them before? Yes! Alright, so we have just encountered another continent, because other civs have met that city-state. Let's go ahead and build walls in Moscow. Okay, now let's go ahead and build a harbor in Rostov, followed by lighthouse, market, aqueduct, then a coliseum, then a university. Actually, I want to have the university after the lighthouse. We need to build back up to being able to have the Oxford University soon. I don't think I'm going to build any more cities for a bit, so I want to try and get Oxford built before I build any more cities. I would like to have more cities across this entire island. I want this to be Russian, if I can help it. Nice. Milan just took care of some barbarians. That's a barbarian great prophet. Hey, Wales. Haven't really seen Wales on our side of things. I mean, there's some near Prague, and there's some near Melbourne. So yeah, they're near all the city-states. They're not near us. Alright, so that is done. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and purchase a workboat here so that fish can be worked. And then we're just going to put the worker in Rostov and have him chill. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to gain some influence over Kizil in the next few turns, because we are generating a lot of culture, and they just offered whoever generates the most culture in a certain amount of time a certain bonus. Okay, here's Carthage. We have encountered Carthage. We're going to send our workboat down here, have them fish. This caravel needs additional damage against melee units, or naval units rather. And let's send the caravel straight out from St. Petersburg that direction. Build a castle in Moscow. Walls in St. Petersburg. Just starting to think in terms of what if we did go to war. I want to make sure these cities are built up. Why do you still have warriors? It is 1550 AD, sir. What are you doing? Oh, here's Carthage. Okay. Carthage is a coastal city, which is historically accurate. Carthage itself was a Mediterranean coastal city. Of course, the Mediterranean might be classified as an inland ocean, but it is quite vast. So, I consider that coastal. We're going to build a national epic in St. Petersburg. And tell you what, let's just start. Let's use Novgorod to just put some extra points into research for a few turns. We're going to send that caravel straight that direction. It is 1555 AD. Okay, I have a confession to make. I don't know what she's saying, but the way she says it, is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Every time she says that line, just that series of syllables, it just makes me want to pull my ears off of my head. I don't know why. Pet peeve. Just saying. Anyway, so they have just offered us the opportunity to accept an embassy. So they would accept an embassy from us, but we already know where the capital is, and they want some of our cotton. Now, of course, we have plenty of cotton, and they're going to give us more gold for it, so sure. That's fine. There we go. All right, so we've impressed Prague with our culture. Kizil, hopefully, will be next. All right, so someone has stolen from St. Petersburg. That's annoying because I have a spy station there. So they didn't do their job. They did not. All right. I need to queue up a few things in Moscow. I'm going to keep research in the queue here for Novgorod. But I need to build that bank and that the constabulary sooner than later. Let's go ahead and research steel. Singapore! Someone else has met them. Barbarian encampment discovered as well. There's one way over there. Now, this ship I'm going to send up the coast this way a bit, just kind of going diagonally. So there appears to be a rather vast ocean here. Not so vast of an ocean here. Oh, stop. I don't want to hear it. Okay, we've met the Ottomans. Very good. Where are the Ottomans, though? I don't see them. Oh, right there. Okay. So we met an Ottoman boat. That counts as us meeting the Ottomans. Don't ask questions. A great artist has been born. Very good. Just going to keep going diagonally. Speaking of diagonally, let's do the same here. Does it need to go around the coast a little bit? All right, we're going to go ahead and start a golden age with this. Our happiness is not in as good shape as it has been. Let's see, I need to build the bank and the constabulary and the castle. Yeah, our cities are growing so fast that our happiness is starting to bottom out. St. Petersburg has been converted to another religion. Okay, we've met Arabia. Interesting, lots of Middle Eastern civs in this game. So we have Persia, we have Arabia, we have the Ottomans. So pretty much everywhere from, Turkey to Saudi Arabia to Iran, in terms of the modern world, exists as a civilization in our game. Okay, so Rostov's been connected to Moscow. That's good. We are out of happiness, though. It's not good. Alright, so who are you trading with? You were giving production Tell you what, go... I need additional gold now. I don't need the extra production, so go ahead and go for that gold. We actually have more... We have room for one more trade route, too, so I need to take advantage of that. Ooh, there's Carthaginian ships. Carthaginian and Quinquirium's way over here. Oh, that's because we're actually near Carthage. Okay, there we go. So we're on the edge of the map here. Okay, that's fine. Arabia wants to accept an embassy. Mecca is here.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Okay, so... Everyone wants to give me 6 gold per turn for my cotton. I will not complain about that deal. If 3 or 4 different civs are giving me that, that's plenty of extra gold. The most literate people. Here it is. Okay, so Dido has climbed ahead of me. She's the one that was beating me. And then there's another player that I haven't met yet, but I'll soon meet. There are 2 unmet civs. So the more powerful of the 2 unmet civs is going to be the one that's ahead of me, technologically. Good to know. Ethiopia.
Te saluto. Augustus sum, imperator et pontifex maximus Romae. Si tu est Romae amicus, es gratus.
What's up, Caesar? I very rarely have run into Caesar playing a game of Civilization V. I don't know why. It's kind of like I very rarely run into... Hit the mic there, my bad. It's kind of like I very rarely run into America. But hey, Rome exists. Rome is a thing on this map. Cool. All right. So now we're going to get a nice culture boost. Culture is going to increase by 33% in all cities which have a world wonder, and the empire immediately enters a golden age. We're already in one, so this is going to buffer our current golden age with more turns, and this should jump up above maybe even 100. Let's see how this goes. Okay, well, not 100, but it's close. 92. Pretty good. So we need to keep working on aesthetics to keep boosting our culture output, but we're going to do that in the next episode because we have hit the 28-minute mark here. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Russian Sunset every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States. And if Russian Sunset is over when you're watching this, check out what's going on in the noon slot because it might be Russian Sunrise that's playing, which is a Civilization 6 follow-up series in which we kind of, again, go through and see what this game is like from a 6 perspective. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. Again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.